never had this case before, because normally when you get a knee injury like that, normally it happens through football. And someone like myself that's played football, you normally get it from a bad tackle, from something dangerous. But this, it just happened while I was asleep. So she couldn't explain it. So what's happened is, she now tried to help me, gave me this, gave me that, blah blah, but still nothing is happening. So what's happened is, all of a sudden, and all this has happened, as soon as this happened, from being fully active, now I was now in a wheelchair. I'm using crutches, I'm using this, so it was so tough for me. And you can imagine, I've got a lot of coursework, I've got a lot of exams to deal with, and on top of that, having to deal with another knee injury. So to cut the story short, this took a lot of 9 months, and through that 9 months I was getting sent to this, they'll send me to this department, and then when they send me to this department, they will touch my knee, they will touch it here and there, they'll be like, oh, okay, you know what, how are you feeling? And the mistake I was making was I kept on telling them I'm feeling fine. And the minute I said I was feeling fine, they were like, oh, you know what, go home, go and rest it, go and ice it. I used to do that, and then literally, as I keep doing that, another 2 months passed. Another 2 months, they'll send me to this other department. They'll say, go and do this, go and do that. And you know what, I just had enough. So what I did was I wrote a letter to them, and I said, you know, I'm about to commit suicide, I'm about to leave uni, I'm about to do this, I'm about to do that. And then they now decided to finally give me surgery on my leg. But before they even gave me surgery, they said it's either you leave it to heal naturally or you have surgery. But for me, I tried to let it heal naturally, and it was just so difficult. And it was just literally a case of where the pain became too much, and I needed something to do with it. So, and afterwards, they decided to give me surgery. And even before the surgery, there was a lot of problems, there was a lot of issues, and which obviously I don't even want to even go into it. But the day they decided to give me surgery, they were supposed to tell me that I needed someone to be with me, because when they give me the anesthetics, it's going to affect me afterwards. But because they didn't tell me, I didn't get anyone. I just said, you know what, I'm okay with myself. Then as soon as they're about to do the surgery, they told me that, oh, if I don't have someone, I can't have the surgery. So again, I had to call up a lot of my friends. So literally after the surgery, still a lot of things was happening. But the good thing is, the girl that I actually started with, that I spoke with, that she was the last person I spoke with when I had the injury, she was always there for me. And literally after the surgery, after the injury, the recovery process, she was there. She was always supporting me, and you know what, I was very, very grateful to have someone like that there. If not, it would have been very, very difficult. And after this injury, what it really taught me a lot of things, and one of them is literally, there's some friends that before I had the injury, they were always with me, they were always chilling with me. As soon as I had the knee injury, they disappeared. They were like, oh, you're on your own, blah blah, I don't have time, I don't have this, I don't have that. And literally, it was a very good moment for me, because obviously it made me realize that when you need help, that's when you know when your friends are. But then also another biggest thing he taught me was giving my body rest. I was so active that I wasn't resting properly, and because of those rests, that's accumulated to a lot of things happening within my knee. And literally my knee got overflowing of good inside the knee. And because I'm not resting, I'm doing this work, that work, football, table tennis, all these things together, that has impacted massively on my knee. But one of the biggest things that this knee injury did was giving me that idea of what Mr. CV represents today. And that Mr. CV he represented, because he really showed me that I needed to improve myself. I needed to update my CV in terms of financially, I needed to become better. Physically, I needed to become better. Mentally, I needed to become better. And this was the greatest thing that knee injury did to me. And it's the same message I want everyone to have, is that you should push yourself and you should strive yourself to become better. And you need to invest in yourself and be yourself. And literally, this is what I'm really proud today, that I can celebrate my knee injury. And I'm really proud today that I've made the most out of my knee injury through my positive mindset. And you know what, I hope you really enjoyed the story, and I hope you really find motivation within the story as well. So thanks very much, and like, subscribe, do what you want, share the video, and yeah, adios.